All right, good afternoon. It's another Monday. Welcome to the stories making the headlines today. Relatives of Kaduna train attack victims, Picket Transportation Ministry, that's on the local scene. Works Minister reveal Lagos-Ibadan Expressway to be completed this year. On international news, Russia Foreign Minister visits Congo-Brazzaville in diplomatic tour of Africa. While in sports, President Muhammadu Buhari congratulates 100 meters gold medalist Tobi Amusan. A fabulous afternoon once again to you, and thanks for joining us on the news at noon. President Muhammadu Buhari has congratulated Tobi Amusan for winning the women's 100 meters hurdles gold for Nigeria at the World Athletics Championship 2022. He also celebrated the 25-year-old to set a new world record in the semi-finals of the athletic event and for becoming the first Nigerian to win a world championship. 25-year-old Amusan blazed over the line at Haywood Field in 12.06 seconds, not long after she smashed the world record in an overwhelming semi-final where she clocked 12.12 seconds. The special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Mr. Femi Additional, had conveyed the president's message in a statement this morning. Similarly, the president commended S.A. Brumer for representing Nigeria with honor and pride, winning the silver medal in the women's long jump event of the same competition. Relatives of the victims of the Abuja-Kaduna train attack have picketed the headquarters of the Ministry of Transportation, Abuja, this morning following the release of a new video by bandits. The protesters who occupied the main entrance to the ministry this morning had asked the federal government to take steps to secure the release of their loved ones who were abducted by gunmen at Katari village on the 28th of March. A spokesman for the protesters, identified as Ahmed Arua, said they will continue to block the entrance of the Transportation Ministry until they get a definite response from the government. The demonstration came barely 24 hours after the bandits who were holding the victims in captivity released a new video in which they were seen manhandling some of the victims. Amid the outrage sparked by the release of the video, the presidency has assured and said it was not new all over the world where terrorists use propaganda and violence to force governments to accept or submit to political demands. The Ministry of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, has reiterated the federal government's commitment to delivering infrastructural projects to Nigerians, saying the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway project will be delivered before the 25th of December this year. Fashola stated this during a Channels TV interview monitored from our studios, where the minister commended President Muhammadu Buhari's efforts in delivering the dividend of democracy to Nigerians. Fashola, however, said the government is waiting for the Oyo State government to play its role in aiding the speedy completion of the road projects. The Works Minister also unveiled the government's plan towards ending the second Niger Bridge project in the southeastern part of the country. He said the current administration also plans to open the bridge before Christmas, despite challenges facing the project. And on to some security matters. Gunmen on Monday attacked the Okuta Elirinla police station in Akure, Ondo State capital, killing a police inspector, Temenu Boluwaji. Several other policemen on duty reportedly sustained injuries during the heavy shootout between policemen and the gunmen. Resident sources said the gunmen attacked the police facility at about 1 a.m., adding that the deceased officer was hit by a bullet during the shootout and had later died on his way to state hospital. Spokesperson for the State Police Command, Fumi Odulami, confirmed the incident in a statement. Meanwhile, the police commissioner has appealed to the people of the state to go about their lawful duty without fear, as the days of the criminals are numbered. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has dragged the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, before a federal high court, Abuja, for failing to prosecute suspected perpetrators of vote buying and electoral bribery during the recently concluded Ekiti State governorship election. The suit, SERAP, had noted the following reports of brazen pattern of vote buying and electoral bribery at several polling units during the recently concluded governorship elections, including bargaining prices for votes and payments made in uncompleted buildings. In a suit, which was filed last Friday at the Federal High Court Abuja, the Serap sought an order of mandamus to direct and compel the INEC to seek and obtain detailed information about reports of vote buying by the three leading political parties in the 2022 Ekiti state governorship election. Away from that, Nigeria's Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, has expressed his deep gratitude to Nigerians for their prayers and everyone, especially the medical team, following the recent successful surgery on his thigh. The appreciation, which was conveyed in a statement he personally signed yesterday, was coming 9 days after the operation was performed. It can be recalled that the Vice President had a successful surgery on July 16 on his femur at the Duchess International Hospital, Ikeja, Lagos. The Southeast governors have resolved to ensure that peace and adequate security of lives and property return to the region before and after the 2023 general elections. Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma had made this known at weekend at a Southeast APC stakeholders meeting held in Owerri, Imo State. It comes a few weeks after the NNPC assured the public that it had sufficient PMS to meet the needs of the country. The Imo State Governor, who wondered why there should be continued sit-at-home protests, which has affected commercial activities in the zone, assured that he and his counterparts in the zone will continue to provide security for the people of the Southeast. Now we look at the international scene. Tunisians are voting in a referendum on a controversial new constitution, which would entrench significant new powers seized by the country's president Kais Saied. He dismissed parliament a year ago and has been ruling largely by decree. The proposed constitution would formalize this, subordinating parliament to president, and also remove most checks on his authority. Mr. Saied and his supporters say the changes are needed to end political factionalism and corruption. However, critics say the reforms will end the relatively open democracy brought in after the popular uprising of 2011. Away from Tunisia, we're going to other countries. Russia's top diplomat Sergei Lavrov is in Congo-Brazzaville as part of efforts by Moscow to reinforce relations in Africa amid Western backlash over the invasion of Ukraine. Sergei Lavrov is expected to hold talks with President Denis Sassou Nguesso on the effects of the war on food supplies as Africa experiences severe shortages and spiraling cost of living. He will later head to Uganda for talks on bilateral cooperation with President Yoweri Museveni. The Russian envoy will then visit Ethiopia ahead of plans to host a second Russia-Africa summit in Addis Ababa, tentatively between October and November. Russia has ramped up its media activities in Africa to sway opinion over its invasion of Ukraine. In business news this afternoon, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Public Sector Matters and Secretary of the National Action Committee on African Continental Free Trade Agreement, Francis Anatogu, said the inter-African trade policy would reduce poverty in Nigeria and boost the wealth-creating activity capacity of the citizens when it fully takes off. Anatogu, who said this in Lagos during the weekend, described the regional trade pact as a process which would benefit generations to come, but noted that interagency collaboration was necessary if Nigeria would make the best of the agreement. The aide further disclosed that his committee was in discussions with relevant agencies on areas of collaboration. In our sports, where President Muhammadu Buhari has congratulated Tobi Amusan for winning the women's 100 meters hurdles gold for Nigeria at the World Athletics Championships in Eugene, Oregon. He also celebrated a 25-year-old for setting the new record. Similarly, President Buhari commended Ese Brume for representing Nigeria with honor and pride, winning silver medal in the women's long jump event. In football, Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp has ruled out making any more signings this summer unless they suffer injuries or sell any of their existing players. In an interview, the German disclosed that he is content with the squad he has shaped this summer, with Darwin Núñez arriving for a club record fee of £85 million from Benfica, adding to further recruits in Calvin Ramsey for £6.5 million from Aberdeen and Fabio Cavallo from Fulham for an undisclosed fee. While in entertainment news, Marvel Studios has launched the first trailer for the highly anticipated Black Panther sequel, Wakanda Forever, featuring a mashup cover of Bob Marley's No Woman No Cry by Nigerian songstress Thames as one of the soundtracks. The feat comes a few days after the BET Award winner was credited as one of the songwriters on American singer Beyoncé's upcoming 7th studio album Renaissance, furthering her popularity in the international music scene. The movie, directed by Ryan Coogler, is set to debut in cinemas this November after multiple delays due to COVID-19 and a near-fatal accident during filming. And the headlines once again this afternoon: relatives of Kaduna train attack victims at Picket Transportation Ministry. Works Minister revealed Lagos-Ibadan Expressway to be completed this year. The international scene: Russia Foreign Minister visits Congo-Brazzaville in diplomatic tour of Africa. While in sports, Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari congratulates 100 meters gold medalist Tobi Amusan. Again, thanks for staying with us on News at Noon, Lagos Talks 91.3. I'm Victor Njoku. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.